We're Thinking About Self-Care. Studio Raphael presents We're Thinking About with your host, Aiden Brookstone. Well, I feel like the best way to approach this topic is from the perspective of my own self-care journey. You know, a year and a half ago, I was just getting out of an extremely bad relationship. Let's just say that. I lost all sense of who I was. I lost all sense of my inspiration, my hope, my desires. I just saw nothing in life. I felt so sad. I felt like I wasn't worthy of love. I felt like I was just an outcast in the world. I mean, during this time as well, I was struggling with my relationships with my family. I had no friends. I was very much by myself for a very long time. I went through many years of very suicidal depression. I went through many years of waking up every morning, seeing no hope in life, seeing no hope in the world, and just wanting to end it all. And it hurt, and it sucked. And I'm not gonna say that it was easy by any means, because I would say it was the most painful and horrific time of my life, where there were days that all I could do was lay in bed, and I just felt debilitated, and I felt crippled, and I just felt like I had nothing. I felt like every time I made a song, nobody cared. I felt like every time I expressed my opinion or voice, people shut me down. And I felt like every time I thought I was worthy, the world told me I wasn't. And that took me to a point where I realized that it wasn't up to the world to tell me that I was worthy. It wasn't up to the world to tell me that I have something to offer. Ultimately, it was up to me to remember that I'm the only one that can share what I have to share. I'm the only one who sees the vision that I see, and I'm the only one who can bring that forward and express it. And it's up to nobody else to express that other than me. And that was the point when I would really say my self-care journey started. It came to realizing that I am a soul in a physical body. I am a mind that requires time and patience, and I am a person that has to be cared for. I'm a person. I'm a person too. I'm a being. And when people tell me no, when people shut me down, and when I keep being made to feel like what I have to share isn't important, it hurts. And the only person who can make me feel like what I have to share is important come a certain point is me, because nobody's forcing me to sit here. Nobody's forcing me to share what I have to share. Nobody's forcing me to do what I do. Nobody's forcing me to get up and out of bed in the morning. Nobody's forcing me to take a shower. Nobody's forcing me to do some cardiovascular activity. Nobody's forcing me to do anything. And that's self-care. Self-care is realizing that I feel better when I go for a run. Self-care is realizing that I feel better when I get out of bed and I meditate for a little bit. Self-care is realizing that I feel good when I have a productive day instead of just feeling stuck and feeling like there's nothing for me to do. Self-care has been this long developed process that I am still working on. I would not say I am the most professional at my self-care routine by any means at the moment, but learning how to maintain more than anything a positive mindset has been so important to building a self-care practice and a self-care routine. Because if you don't believe from the root that you are worthy of self-care, that you are worthy of self-love, then where is it coming from? Where is it coming from if you don't believe that the self-care is meant for you? Self-care starts as a practice of putting ourselves first. Self-care starts as the remembrance that you are so valuable. You are so vital to how the world works, and that you are here for a reason and for a purpose. Discovering that purpose, finding that purpose, starts through the path of self-love. And I would just hope that you're able to find the time to care for yourself, to love yourself. And if you really have to, and in some ways maybe we all should, put yourself first. You can't give to others if you don't give to yourself. The best space to give from is from an overflowing cup. to give from a space where you are abundant, where you are feeling positive, and where giving to others doesn't drain you. And that is self-care. That was Thinking About Self-Care. Thanks for popping by Studio Raphael. If you have anything else to share on self-care, if you have any practices, if you have anything that you think is beneficial for others, please do share. We gain the most by sharing, by giving. There is sort of a thing in how life and the universe works, and that when we teach, when we share, we actually receive as well. So for me, this isn't just a process of giving to you, this is also a process of getting back for me. And I look forward to hearing all of your perspectives, all of your ideas, and ultimately working towards a world that values self-care as much as it values monetary wealth. So, my name's Aiden. Thanks for being here. Wishing you well. And yeah, we'll catch you around the studio sometime. Take care.